And upon these minarets, adhan used to be given. The brothers are gonna wait here. The brothers are gonna leave. I can leave this space. Yes, I'm gonna wait here. The brothers are gonna move forward. Here. Stand over here. Stand over here. Yes. Can I still see from there? Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, the brothers can wait here. Yes. Can I still see from there? Okay. Yeah. After the Umayyads came the Abbasid dynasty. The Abbasids added two more minarets, and they were the first one to introduce the wudu inside the Masjid Nabawi. Only the wudu. Back then, people used to do it outside the Masjid Nabawi. They introduced it inside the Masjid Nabawi. Centuries after the Abbasids, during the time of the Egyptian dynasty, the Mamluks or the Mamaliks, a fire had broken out inside the Masjid Nabawi. One of the minarets was struck by lightning, and the minaret had fallen upon the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It burned the masjid of three sides and several houses in Medina as well. Back then, it was easy to catch fire and spread the fire because the Masjid Nabi was made with wood. And inside were oil lamps and carpets. So Mamluks decided to reconstruct it, this time with red bricks. Red bricks. They were the first one to introduce the domes in the Masjid al-Nabwi. These smaller domes, these work as a sound system, as an ecosystem, so the people behind can hear. And they were the first to introduce the dome over the road of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam where Rasulullah is buried. And a smaller one over the mihrab, where Rasulullah is to lead the prayer. Back then, Back then, it was known as the white dome or the silver dome, and the Ottomans they changed the color of this dome to green. The birds can join me from there. The birds can go around from there. Yes, the birds can stay here. The birds can stay here. Even before the birth of Rasulullah, Hagia Sophia also had the dome. 40 years before the birth of Rasulullah. So the Greeks were the first to invent the domes, and the Romans they influenced from the Greeks, and the Greeks, and then the Mamluks from the Romans. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? No, no, no. It kept. It was kept during the time of the Ottomans. It was kept there. So the first dome was added almost 800 years ago, and the color was changed to green almost 300 years ago. The dome does not have any significance, so the color on the grave of Rasulullah has a significance. Why the color green? It was a culture color. According to some historians, it was the favorite color of the Sultan of that time. There's the oldest one. They kept it like that, and they used to renovate around it. Used to make it around it. Yeah, this from the time it was kept like that. Yeah. So in order to have the multicultural aspects, that's why now if you see now if you go inside the Roda, the designs is also from the time of the Ottomans. So they would when they would make it again, they would keep the art, they would keep the culture there around it. Yeah. The Ottomans they also did a sanja in between to tell the time. Sanja for the time. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you how they have the masjid. Yes. My bottle. Now I'm going to show you how we have the Masjid Nabi at this moment. The sisters are going to go over there. Exactly. And the brothers are going to follow me from here. It's from here. The brothers can follow me from here. Right over here. The sisters are going to stand over here. The brothers can also stand behind me over here. The brothers can come close. The brothers can come close. So from the time of the Ottomans, the Masjid Nabwi was from this minute up until here. The time of the Ottomans. And from this minute up until here, this is the time of King Abdulaziz Al Saud. This is called the smaller courtyard. And around the smaller courtyard, this U shaped around it, is during the time of King Fahad bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. It took him 10 years to build this. This house is inside the roof and the courtyard with the Ambilazar, a total of 1 to 1.2 million worshippers. 1.2 million worshippers. Yes. And the future expansion is going to be double. It's going to become 2.4 million worshippers. What is going on at this moment from this side, it's going to take 5 to 7 years to build. So during the time of the Ottoman, the Masjid Nabawi was 10,000 square meters. Now it is 200,000 square meters. Al- Almost 20 times bigger. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000, 35 meters. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you what's inside this green dome, the courtyard of Aisha, and the state of the road toward the timeline. That's the best for me. The brothers can follow me over here. The the brothers are going to stand over here. That's over here. The taller ones are going to go behind this one. The brothers can stay here. I'm going to go behind. That one, that's someone else's. You have to go. The taller one can go behind this. Yes. No, and some of the brothers can join me over here. Over here. Yes, the ladies over here. Yeah. The ladies over here. The sisters over here. So I'm gonna explain the same things on both of these models. So the sisters there can also see. Over here is the room of Hazrat Fatima, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She used to live here with Ali bin Abi Talib. It's a much bigger room, but in this model, it is shown in half. Over here is the room of Aisha. This is the courtyard of Aisha where Rasulullah is buried with Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and with Hazrat Umar bin Khattab. Over here, over here is the room of Hafsa. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to call Hazrat Fatima for prayer from this window. Vakker maakt, dat deed hij via deze. Knoppen en haar staan. He used to pray inside, and he himself used to go from this door directly inside the Masjid Nabawi to lead the prayer. At this time, none of the al-Mu'mineen, all the daughters of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam were alive. So as time passed, it would rain, and the water would stay above the roof. It had weakened the roof, so it collapsed upon the grave of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Can move forward and go inside. Yes, now you can move forward straight. Yes, you can go. The Buddhists can move forward up until the end. Yes, the Buddhists can move. Yes, the Buddhists can wait here. Yes, right here. A bit over here. With the, I'm gonna leave the space so everybody can see this model. The Buddhists are gonna make an L. An L. Yes. Stand over here. Yes. With the line. Yes. Over here with the line. Yes. Okay. Good. The Buddhists can make an L. Yes. The Buddhists can a bit behind. A bit behind. So everybody can see. Yes. They're gonna go on inside. This is gonna go inside. Can everybody see this model? No, okay. Yeah, this and that one. Can everybody see from there? Over here. Yeah. This happened in time of the Umayyads when the governor of Medina was Umar bin Abdul Aziz. Umar bin Abdul Aziz, he reconstructed it and he removed the rest of the houses. Mercy inside the Medina. At this time, it was resembling as the Kaaba. In order to differentiate from the Kaaba, they placed a pentagon wall rather than set up a five-corner wall in order to differentiate from the Kaaba. Rasulullah had put a lot of fear in the Sahaba that do not take me as the Nasara, do not take me as the Christians did. The Sahaba had a lot of fear that the people might commit shirk to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so they went to different lengths to prevent the people. This pentagon is permanently sealed. No one can go inside. No one has ever gone inside. Not even for cleaning. It has no doors. Up until 800 years ago, when when the fire had happened, they went inside to rebuild the pentagon. How many years ago? 800 years ago. In the time of Zahir Babers, he constructed a secondary wall around the road of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Buddhists can all join me over here. Over here? Yes. Not that far, yes. The Buddhists no. Over here, yeah. Over here. Yes, the Buddhists can come close. These holes are actually positioned right over here. So the brothers, they do the salah from this direction and the sisters from this direction. The time of Sultan Muhammad Qalawun, he had the first of the Road of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sultan Muhammad Qalawun. This is when the fire had broken out and one of the mirror had fallen upon the Road of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the Mamluks, decided to reconstruct it with a stronger dome made with lead. Now there are two domes. One is a smaller dome, and above the smaller dome is the big dome that covers everything. Back then it was known as the white dome or the silver dome, and the Ottomans they changed the color of this dome to green. Now I'm going to show you the tadfeen of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the bed of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The brothers are going to follow me. The brothers are going to follow me. The brothers here, all the way up and here. So, yes, a bit over here. The bit over here. So everybody can come. Yes, inside, inside, inside. The sister can come close. The sister can come close. So these are several phases of the same room and the same courtyard throughout the situations. First stage, the second, the third, and the fourth throughout the situation. Over here, over here is the room of Aisha. This is the courtyard of Aisha, which is part of her room. This is the bed of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Upon his bed, it has a partial roof. The whole room is not covered by the roof. That is why it's named as a courtyard. The chapter about Rasul's passing and his tadfeen is for almost 5 to 15 pages in the books of Hadith of Sahih Bukhari and the Sahih Muslim. And every Muslim should read it. I'm going to be brief and make the important points that every Muslim should know. In his end times, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went inside the Masjid al-Nabawi and there he gave the khutbah. And on that khutbah, he said to the Sahaba, Allah Almighty has given a servant two options, this world or the hereafter. And that servant had chosen the hereafter. None of the Sahaba understood except Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and started crying. In his end times, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had a great headache in his head. And his body temperature was very high. At that time, he was with Maimuna. And all of the wives of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they suggested that you go to the courtyard of Aisha. Thereupon, Rasulullah was carried by Hazrat Ali bin Abi Talib and Hazrat Fadl bin Abbas. They both carried Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and they laid Rasulullah upon the courtyard of Aisha in his bed. Rasulullah's head was upon the lap of Aisha and he was looking toward the ceiling. It is said in some narration that the last of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam verse, O Allah Almighty, let me be with those who are the righteous and those who are the shaheed. And there he passed away. Aisha, she lifted the head of Rasulullah and gently placed it on the other side of the bed. And he shouted, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away. This news shocked all the Sahaba around Medina. Sahaba were making different statements. When the Sahabas of Umar bin Khattab, he said that whoever is saying that Rasulullah is dead, I will kill him. Rasulullah has gone to meet Allah Almighty just like Musa alayhi salam. He will come back and he will punish you himself. Abu Bakr heard what the Sahabas were talking about inside the Masjid Nabawi, so he went inside the Masjid Nabawi and then he gave the khutbah. And on that khutbah, he said to Sahaba that tell those that who are worshipping Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, know this that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is dead. And those who worship Allah Almighty, know this that Allah is here and forever. He told them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It was a miracle of Prophet Muhammad SAW that even in his deathbed, he was not being discussed, but Tawheed was being discussed, the oneness of Allah Almighty. And that's how we know that the mission of Rasulullah had its peak, the peak of Tawheed, where Rasulullah always wanted. No one took Rasulullah as a Nasar, as the Christians did. Islam did not die with Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After, now there was an issue where Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is to be buried. Some Sahaba, they suggested the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam be buried inside the Baqi. Some said the Rasul be buried inside the Masjid Nabawi. Abu Bakr said, I heard from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that prophets are buried where they pass away. So the grave was dark, right beneath the bed of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah was clothed and bathed upon his clothes. Rasulullah was clothed and bathed upon his clothes. Have you guys ever heard the Isa alayhi salam with also buried next to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Have you guys ever heard this? Have you guys ever heard that Isa alayhi salam will also be buried next to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? It's actually not true because prophets are buried where they pass away. Isa alayhi salam will be buried where he passes away. Every prophet before has been buried where they had passed away. Yeah, yeah, but it is permanently sealed. So we don't know where he's going to be buried. He's going to be buried where he wants. Yeah, yeah. Some people said there's an empty grave left, but there's no empty grave left. We don't know. Hmm. Yes. Hello. Hmm. The janazah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was for almost 3 days. Rasulullah he passed away on the morning of Monday, Monday the whole day, Tuesday the whole day, and he was buried at the night of Wednesday because many people were coming from different places for the janazah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was the collective decision of all the Sahaba that no one could lead the janazah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there was a janazah, but it was without the imam. Because who would lead the janazah of Rasulullah? Rasulullah is the imam of all the prophets. In the Sahaba's lifetime, they prayed behind Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there was a janazah, but it's without the imam. The men, they would come inside the roda in groups, as 5 for 10. They would say the takbir, read the janazah individually without the imam, and then they would leave. First for the men, after the men for the women, after the women for the children. After Rasulullah's burial, Aisha still is live in the same room towards the feet of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After Abu Bakr was buried, Aisha still live in the same room. It was the wish of Aisha that she wanted to be buried next to Rasulullah, his husband, and his father Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Umar bin Khattab. After Umar Khattab was here, Aisha placed a barrier between them because Umar was his mahram. Whenever she wanted to give the salam to Rasulullah, she would cover herself. Then she would go inside and give the salam to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now Aisha is buried inside the Baqi with the Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam inside the Baqi. Rasulullah, all three of them are facing towards the Kaaba. They line and face towards the Kaaba. Towards these holes are actually towards the face of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So yes. So the brothers do the salam from this direction toward the face, and the sisters from this direction toward the head of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This whole courtyard is inside the pentagon, the five corner wall that is sealed, and it is all covered by the green dome. Now, if you can please follow me. Do you have any questions? Okay, you follow me from here. Yes, the brothers can go outside. Yeah. Brother, brother, brother. Imagine if this is mute. Imagine if it's mute. Oh, you can mute it here. Oh, follow me here. Yes. The brothers can stand over there as well. I'm gonna explain this one. Let's go stand over there. The sister can join me over here. Yes. Uh, because back then the city of Medina was too narrow, too congested, and bicycle used to be inside the city of Medina. And also the founder of this museum, the one who made it, he also wanted a bicycle here. He also wanted cars and helicopter there as well. It was his wish that he wanted here. Yeah, the one who made it. Yeah. So, so this is. Hmm? So the bicycle back then, bicycle used to be used inside the city of Medina because the city was too narrow, too congested. And these cars, he just wanted these cars here in order to make it fill, so it does not feel empty. Yeah. So this Medina, almost 100 years ago, it took the founder 10 years to build this model. According to the Saudi government, this is 95% accurate. Some old people from Turkey, they came here, and coincidentally, they could recognize the houses. This is that accurate. This is Masjid Nabawi during the time of the Ottomans. The inner city of Medina was surrounded by the inner wall, and then a second outer wall, and then a third outer wall. Back then, there was rule in Medina that no one could enter the inner city gates of Medina after Maghrib. The city gates would close, and it would reopen in time of Fajr, and even coming after Maghrib had to stay on the outskirts of Medina. Back then, Baqiya Gharqat was considered outside the city walls of Medina. Outside the city walls of Medina. Well, there's a Turkish fortress, but it's not there anymore. It got exploded because of the gang product and heat. That photo is right there. You see where I'm pointing my finger? That's the photo. Over here is a Turkish army. This is a Turkish army garrison. This is the Egyptian embassy. Masjid Turkey, also known as Masjid Amriya, is still there. This is the Hijazi train station. And have you guys visited Masjid Gamama? Have you guys been there? Have you guys been there, Masjid Gamama? It's right here. It's right here. Right now, 75% of the old city is all covered inside the Masjid An-Nabawi. 75% of it. Now I just want to show you something, and then you can come back inside and take the pictures. The birds are gonna go and sit outside. Yes. Yeah. Yes. The sister and the brothers are all gonna follow me. So over here. Yeah. No, no, no. Over here. You can sit over here. Yeah. Please sit. The brothers are gonna sit behind. All the brothers are gonna sit behind. Yes. Yes. All the brothers behind. Yes. The brothers are gonna mix, fit, and leave spaces. That's why all the women is gonna sit behind. Yeah. Please sit. Please sit. Please sit. Yes. Sit. Behind. Behind. Yes. Behind. Please behind. Okay. Yes. Yeah. The birds can sit. Yes. The birds is gonna leave the space. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. The birds can sit. They sit. The brothers are gonna sit behind, so the sister can also sit. Okay, just sit. Okay. Okay. The brothers can sit. The brother, the brother can stand over there. Can stand a bit over there because I have a group. I'm explaining something. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So this is called mud. This is called mud. This is called this is called sah. This the mud is equal to the measurement of 750 milliliters. The amount of water that comes inside. 750 milliliters. In 4 cups of the mud becomes the sah, equal to 3 liters. This is equal to the measurement in which the Muslim get the fitr during time of Ramadan. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to do his whole wudu with this amount of water. His whole bath, his whole ghusl. It is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that even if the sea is near you, do not waste water. It's not about how much water we pour, it's how good we rub. Now you guys have the idea, 750 milliliters and 3 liters. But if you purchase it, you can also purchase this made with copper. It comes with a chain of narration that dates from Rasulullah as bin Thabit, a Sahabi, up until the founder of this museum, Abdul Aziz Khaki, which authenticates the measurement of this mud. If you buy it, your name will also be written upon the chain of narrations, and you will get the certificate as it will authenticate the measurement of this mud. It's for 500 riyal. No. Yes, Abdul Aziz Khaki. Okay. Rasulullah used to measure the mud by his hand. So 4 would become the sah. A Sahabi named Zaid bin Thabit, he created a mud by the measure of Rasulullah's hand for himself. The original one is in Turkey. We made a copy of it. 7,000, yeah. Topkapi Palace. All of them are inside, and all of these books are actually the life's work of the founder of this museum. All of his life's work is now compiled in one. This is the whole history of Medina down to the last detail. Yeah. It's very detailed. All about the courtyard of Aisha, the masjid that are not demolished, they're not inside the Masjid Nabi, the graveyards of the Sahaba in the Baqi, everything is very detailed, the whole encyclopedia. If you want to know more about old Medina, these 3 books, they come together. It's all about the old Medina and its pictures of it. It's very detailed. If you want to know more about the museum and all about the models inside, this book is all about the museum. Jazakallah khair. I hope I was informative. Thank you so much for visiting Al Medina Museum. If you have any question, I'm here to help. Jazakallah khair. You guys can go inside and take the pictures. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
Degene die de foto's willen maken, et cetera. Wacht 10 minuten vrije tijd.